Hey guys, this is Unit 1, Formative 1, Day 2. Okay, today we're talking about order of operations. Okay, this is sometimes referred to as Pemdas, or please excuse my dear Aunt Sally is a phrase used to help us remember this. And all the order of operations are parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, and subtract. So in that sense, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, you'll notice the first letter of each word there corresponds with each part of the PEMDAS. Alright, the please is, or the P, excuse me, is the parentheses, E for exponents, M multiply, D divide, A add, and S subtract. Alright, there's 4 different levels here. The first level is our P, or the parentheses. So we do what's in parentheses first. Sometimes you'll see the parentheses written as brackets, right, like down here. Okay, exponents comes next. That's our second level. So again, these are usually written like the superscript you see up here. Every once in a while you'll see a caret. I don't really like that way, but sometimes you'll see it. Okay, multiply and divide fall underneath the same level, level 3 we'll call it. And that's because you do the multiplication and division from left to right. All right, it doesn't matter if multiply is first or divide is first. Whichever one comes first, reading left to right is what you'll do first. Okay, and again, you'll see the multiply sometimes as the x, sometimes as the with parentheses next to each other, or as our little dots. Okay, divide. We're used to seeing this symbol. Sometimes we'll see the slash now, or even a vertical bar, or excuse me, horizontal bar, to mean divide. Okay, so those are level 3. Level 4, our final level is add and subtract. Again, these come left to right. Doesn't matter which one is first. Okay, and those have no alternate symbols. Alright, let's try a few. We want to simplify the expression. Now, you've probably heard the word equation before. Expression and equation are different. An expression is a math statement. It doesn't really have an equal sign. Okay, so equations have equal sign, and think equal, equation, easy way to remember that. These are expressions. If we go slow, we should be able to do them all. It's when you go fast is when you start to make mistakes. So let's try to work through these. Alright, the first one we'll do is 10 minus 3 squared. Okay, so let's go through our order of operations. We have no parentheses. We do have an exponent though. 3 raised to the second. That means 3 times 3, 3 times itself. Okay, so if we rewrite this as 10 minus 3 times itself, 3 times 3 is 9. Now we have 10 minus 9, which is 1. Okay, so our answer here is 1. Alright, number 2 is 10 plus 10 divided by 2. Okay, doing our order of operations, again, no parentheses, no exponents this time. Multiply and divide, yep, we have 10 divided by 2. So we would write this now as 10 plus, well, 10 divided by 2 is 5. So now I have 10 plus 5, and that is 15. Okay, number 3 is a little bit tricky. We have a lot more parts here. So we have 4 times the quantity 4 minus 2 raised to the third plus 5 times 2. Okay, let's break this down. Parentheses is first. Do we have any of those? Yes, we do. 4 minus 2 is our first set. 4 minus 2 is 2. So let's write this as 4 times 2 raised to the third. Plus, and then our second one, there's nothing to do inside of those parentheses, because that just means times. 5 times 2 there. We'll leave that. Okay, we did our parentheses. Next is exponents. We do have one exponent, that is 2 raised to the third. And 2 raised to the third, remember, is 2 times itself 3 times, or 2 times 2 times 2. Well, 2 times 2 is 4, and then 4 times 2 is 8. So this is really going to be 4 times 8 now. Then we'll bring down our 5 times 2. Okay, let's finish this out. We just have multiply and addition left. So 4 times 8. 4 times 8 is 32. And then 5 times 2 is 10. So no more multiplying or dividing. Adding and subtracting, we have that. 32 plus 10 is 42 is our answer. Alright, number 4 has 3 exponents here. So we'll start with those since there's no parentheses. 2 to the 4th is really 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Well, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times our last 2 is 16. So 2 to the 4th is 16. Plus 3 to the 3rd is 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. Okay. Bring down our division symbol. And 3 squared, well, we just did this. 3 times 3 is 9. So divided by 9 here. Okay. Parentheses, exponents, now multiply and divide. We do have a division. We have 27 divided by 9. 27 divided by 9 is 3. So we'll have 16 plus 3. Okay, and 16 plus 3 to finish that out is 19. Alright, number 5 is a little bit tricky, as a fraction in it. We have the quantity 3/4 times 2 times 10. Okay, so if we work out this first part here, doing what's in parentheses, we have 3 over 4, which means 3 divided by 4, times 2. Well, this is a bit tricky, but if you remember, we can write each whole number as a fraction also. So if we write this as 2 over 1, then we can go ahead and multiply straight across to get 6/4. Alright, and you can leave it like that with the improper fraction. And then we have times 10 here. Well, 6/4 times 10, again we can do the same thing that we did above by putting a 1 underneath our 10. That does not change it. And we get 60 over 4. Alright, and then if we want, we can simplify this. And that becomes, well, let's see, take 4 into 60, it goes once, 20, that's 15 times. Okay, another way you can do this is back up here. If we cross simplify, so if we make this a 2 and this a 5, now we have 30 over 2, and we know that is also 15. So a couple different ways to do this. We arrive at the same answer both ways. Alright, that's it for the problems today. Remember, when you do these videos, go at your own pace. Rewatch, rewind if you need to. Also, there's more problems in your book. If you still need help, you can look at those examples, and also please take notes. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow.